Alright guys, it's my Gliscors here, bringing you the team builder for the 4th battle of the GBA FDL against Ryan and his RB Leipzigzagoons. I know it's like a really long word. Anyways, this team consists of Lando T, Zapdos, Charizard X, Weavile, Suicune, Nihilego, or I'm sick of saying that word, Celebi, and Cobalion. Lando T, just known for its really strong defensive and offensive capabilities, can be a really good Z user, set up like rock polishes and swords dance. Can drop Rocky MZs for my Celesteela, can smack it down and earthquake it, which I expect him to bring. Obviously earthquake hurting a lot of our team. Zapdos is a good defogger, can U-turn and volt switch, kind of like Tapu Koko. It's a really good pivot mon. It can also roost for recovery, discharge to paralyze, HP ice to beat Garchomp, heat wave to beat my grass type. So it definitely has a lot of coverage. Mega Charizard X is just incredibly annoying. It spans Flare Blitz on everything. And if you haven't seen the IBA match that we just played on Monday, make sure you go check it out, because that's when we had to place another Charizard X, and yeah, the Mega Charizard X is just so rough to deal with. Next up, he has Weavile, which is an incredibly fast mon. It is extremely frail, but Ice Shard priority plus Icicle Crash, just everything just does a lot of damage to us. Suicune, known for setting up calm minds, resting, sleep talking, all that kind of stuff. It's just something that we need to toxic and let the timer just count down on it. Nihilego, I mean, sure, it can rest and everything, but we have enough to be able to beat it down. Next up, we have Nihilego, which is really strong on the special side of things. It has a really good speed stat, really good special attack stat, really good SpDef, just not really good HP attack or defense. So it's definitely something we're going to exploit. Celebi has an incredible amount of weaknesses: fire, ghost, bug, dark, ice, flying, just you name it, it has a weakness to it. But it is a mon that I haven't really seen used a lot, so I can't say I know much about it. I know it gets Giga Drain, Psychic, 100 stats across the board, but other than that, I don't know much about it, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. And then we have Cobalion, which is good for support, can be offensive with Swords Dance, Iron Head, also has special capabilities with Flash Cannon and Focus Blast, also gets Volt Switch for momentum, gets rocks, taunt, all those kind of things. It does have Justified, which will be a switch in for our Absol, but we'll get into that stuff later. So yeah, pretty much we have the Garchomp here, who outspeeds all the base hundreds on his team, like Zapdos, Mega Charizard, and Celebi. Does not outspeed Nihilego, but he'll never stay in with the Nihilego unless he's running HP Ice on it, which he should. But I don't think he'll ever stay in on it or ever switch it in. And we don't outspeed Cobalion, but again, I don't think he'll stay in with it. We have EQ for Megazard, Cobalion, and Nihilego, and it also hits Cobalion. But I don't see those two staying in, and neither do I see a Mega Charizard staying in. But he'll obviously switch in when he's his regular Charizard form. But that is 4 times weak to Rock. Swords Dance is obviously there to set up. Does ensure that Dragon Claw can do more damage to things like Zapdos. Although Stone Edge does knock it out. If it's more of a defensive set, we could miss with Stone Edge. And we also need something to hit Lando, because Dragon Claw is a 2-hit KO on Lando. With Swords Dance, we do knock it out. So it's all things that we have to work with, pretty much. We are running Life Orb for extra damage to ensure that Dragon Claw does good 2-hit KOs on pretty much his whole team, and Stone Edge can KO Zapdos if he's offensive. Next up, we have Serena. U-turn with the 108 attack plus the Expert Belt lets us Oko Celebi and do good chip against the rest of his team. Chop Kick just hits a lot of his physical mons. He has so many physical mons like Lando, Charizard, Weavile, and Cobalion. Half his team is just really annoyed by it. It also does a 3-hit KO on Suicune, which means that if he has a 3-turn rest, that it might bother him a little bit. We can also U-turn out and then go into Raikou and start doing some damage. We are running Synthesis for recovery, and obviously Rapid Spin to get rid of those hazards. Hazards could be extremely annoying. We do have enough speed to outspeed non-speed investment Suicune, and the rest just went into defense and HP, of course, because we wanted the max bulk that we wanted. Next up, we have the Rocky Helmet Clefable with Unaware, Ice Beam, Moonblast, Soft Boiled, and Stealth Rocks. Unaware is obviously there for DD Zard, SD Cabalion, SD Lando, Calm Mind, Suicune. Ice Beam is for Lando, Moonblast is for Zard, Cabalion. Softball is Recovery, and Rocks just annoy the heck out of his team. It forces Zapdos in to come in Defog. He can run Defog on Zard X, but that's not really the best idea. So yeah, that's just what we want to do. We want to get Zapdos in so we can try to get other things in, like our Garchomp or our Raikou, which is our next bond that we'd like to talk about. We have enough speed to outspeed everything on his team, except Weavile, but we're running Shiny to bluff the Scarfed Aurasphere, which means that we probably shouldn't be running Life Orb. I was gonna change that to the Ground Plate. I had the Ground Plate on first, which is the Earth Plate. We had the Earth Plate on first, but then I changed the Life Orb. But they pretty much do the same thing to Bulldoze. Obviously 1.2 times the power. This is 1.3. Still ensures the 2 KO, and it also can bluff us without having an item. We could technically run Ground EMZ, which is something I'm going to check now. But pretty much we are running Bulldoze to hit the Megazard, because Megazard X, we don't have a really good coverage move for it. And it was a solid 2 KO with Bulldoze, so I'm going to check again. Raikou, we are running 56 attack investment with a naive nature, I believe. I apologize for doing all these calcs on screen. I just actually, now that I'm looking back on it, maybe this is a better idea to do since we don't want to run any other items. Charizard, Dash, and whoa, something's not right here. $220. Okay, that's why. 220, Bulldoze, Ground Plate. Or is it Life Orb? Life Orb. Whoa, okay, hold up. Was my calc wrong this whole time? Ground Earth Plate, that's what it is. Earth Plate does that much. Am I missing something? I apologize for all this happening, but I feel like I'm missing something, because before I was able to have a 2 KO. Like, actually have a clean 2 KO. If we run Ground EMZ, hit it with the Z move. What the heck? Hold up. Something's wrong here. But I don't know what it is, so we're not gonna run this clean Bulldoze set apparently. Because we can't run 2 hidden powers, so we have to run Bulldoze to hit ground types. We could run Dig with a Z move, but Z Dig still does the same amount as the other one. We can run Mudslap, but it has a 100% chance of lower accuracy, and that's illegal. Well, now I feel like I'm doing team building on screen, and I don't want to do that for you guys. Just because I feels like I'm not like being professional or whatever. Like I'm just kind of like not really put together. But I could have swore I calced this Bulldoze to do more than this. What is this? That's not okay. Well, that's actually Dig. Yeah, that's not okay. Although, okay, so I'm just gonna get back to the Teambuilder. I apologize for all that. I'm gonna fix this when I get the chance to, before we battle. Volt Switch is there for momentum. Don't really need Electric Stab other than Suicune, but Volt Switch into Drop Kick, depending on the spread, should knock out. Kind of like the thing we had last battle against the Blastoise. Those two moves go hand to hand together on his bulky water. HP Ice is for Lando. Signal Beam is for Celebi and Weavile. I don't know what I'm doing about this fourth move. I need something to hit Cabalion and Megazard equally. I could just run Electric move to hit Cabalion, to be honest. Because if this is like Thunderbolt, I must write Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt, that Gigavolt Havoc does nothing. I mean, sure, Cabalion probably goes down if it's yeah, Cabalion goes down to it, but if it's support Cabalion, then he... That's not support Cabellion. Give me support Cabellion. Does no one have support Cabellion? Alright, come on now. Well, that's because we're naive. So yeah, it still knocks out. You know what? We're going to run that. We're going to run Thunderbolt, and then... Because we haven't run Thunderbolt all season, or all of these 4 matches. So, you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to run Thunderbolt for once, and fire off a Z Thunderbolt on a lot of things. Sure, we get walled by Megazard, but there's not much we can do. I apologize for all that. We should have other checks to it. Next up, we have Melodic. Flame Orb to take hits better from the Flare Blitz Spammers. Special Defense to take hits from Celebi and Nihilego. Scaldus for Zard, Lando on Switch, and Nihilego. Haze is for setup sweepers, like we mentioned before. He can belly drum up with Zard. He can Dragon Dance up with Zard. He can SD Rock Polish with Lando, SD Cabellion, Calm Mind, Suicune, pretty much you name it, and he can do it. Ice Beam is for Lando if he wants to stay in, and Recovery is obviously just there because it's Recover, and you want to have some good recovery because it's a bulky mon and it wants to stay alive. Something we missed in the UAPB was having a bulky mon that actually was bulky enough to, well, that had recovery. A bulky mon with recovery, and now that I have it, I want to make full use of it. Next up, we have Absolmega, pretty much with enough speed to outspeed Cabellion and not enough for Weavile. Superpower is there for Cabellion because it's going to be his switch into dark attacks because we are justified. So he's going to want to be switching in and then taking the dark hit and then firing back. So if we superpower it, and it should knock it out, as if my calcs are right, because apparently I don't know how to calc. Knockoff should get rid of Scarfers on his team, also get rid of lefties. It's just really good stab move. Stone Edge is for Zapdos, Zard, and Lando, but Knockoff's kind of better for Lando. I'm just saying Stone Edge could hit Lando if he switches into it on a Stone Edge, and Sucker Punch is there for priority. We want to kind of keep this thing alive to do some good damage, and also bounce back rocks from Lando, or if Celebi gets rocks, or like Toxic Spikes from Nihilego and all the other kind of stuff. So yeah, that's the end of this Team Butter, and we shall get straight to the battle.
Alright guys, this is NYG Gliscors here, bringing you the GBA FDL Battle 4 against Ryan and his RB Leipzigzagoons. Apologize if the commentary is all off and stuff. Interesting. So we don't see the Celebi. Wrong one again. Don't see Celebi, and we don't see Suicune, which are both good because I didn't really have anything for them. I think we just lead Clefable. This one's for all the marbles, as you can see. We can finish off with a strong 2-2. I apologize, I kind of just zoned out for a little bit. Not really feeling it. I'm really like exhausted and everything from what do I do? Well, you see, because if I let him restart, then he could change the team up to go against my team. But if I don't let him restart, then it's just kind of like he's using the wrong team. Alright. I'm not gonna change my team by any chance, just because I don't want to ruin the whole. be a problem for him just to click the other team that he has set up, but I'm not too like worried about it, to be honest. Like, if he wants to go ahead and set HPS on everything for Garchomp, go for it, really. I mean, alright, so yeah, pretty much if he brings Suicune instead, that might be a problem. We're pretty much banking on no team to go 3-1. Unless it's this guy's. If he goes 3-1, then we have to just kind of play it out. Yeah, so if he goes 3, okay, really? Okay, now we're in it. So he does bring the same team, just in a different order, because there's still no Suicune and there's still no. Why do I have to dock up twice? There's no Suicune and there's no Celebi, so it's still the same exact team, just different moves. Alright, well, I'm gonna lead. These monsters are exactly the same, so I got them mixed up. Alright, you two. Gonna lead Clef. Should do decent chunk of to everything. Actually, no, I want to lead Mega Absol, because I don't want him setting up rocks with these guys, and I don't want to deal with this. He just leads Zap. Okay, so he was trying to get rid of my rocks. So we got, okay, I don't think I have the right teams imported, because we're trying to, oh crap, I just X'd out the, yeah, no, I have the old team. Alright, so there we go. Absol against a Zapdos defensive. I got added on Discord, I don't know what about. There's just no way we KO this thing. He can't do much to me. U-turn. I don't want to get this damaged. U-turn does a good chunk. I can honestly just Mega Evolve and click knockoff. I don't want to deal with spectators right now. Just really tired. Knockoff. We do hit a crit, which is kind of unfortunate for him. He does go for the Thunderbolt, and we live that. And we can just knock off again because we do outspeed. I kind of want to fire off a superpower, expecting to switch out into Cobalion. I mean, it was a 2-hit KO anyway, but to each their own. Just superpower still does. I mean, I could have clicked Stone Edge then after. I'm still gonna click superpower here. I don't want Cobalion to come in. If Zapdos goes down, that's really good for me, and that it seems to be the case. We do get it down. We just go out into Weavile, which we can easily check with Clefable. Ah, he gets me with the pursuit. Alright. Good enough. Well, at least we get to go Melodic, I guess, and fire off a Scald. Nothing really like Scald on this team. He can't Poison Jab me either. Low Kick isn't going to do damage to me. He can run Freeze Dry, I guess, but we should be okay. Nothing really likes... Nothing wants to get burned, at least. So we have that going for us. I really do apologize about this commentary. I'm just really, like, out of it right now, to be honest. It's been a rough week. He's gonna get the Roost off. I don't know if we can burn him. Can we burn fire types? Cause like I'm trying to burn. Like I feel like I've been in this situation before. Melodic against Charizard X is just something I've been in before. Okay, he's just gonna Roost off all the damage. It doesn't appear that we can burn him. I'm so like out of it. I don't even know. Alright, so if he wants to Dragon Claw me, it doesn't KO me here. Unless he's adamant. can go out into Clefable and take a hit. So he's going to do that as we get rid of his stuff. We can try to freeze him, I guess. I don't think we can burn him. I really feel like I've been burnt by Scald before. By Charizard. Are we really? Okay, I gotta look this up. Because I'm like not actually having it, really. Can Scald burn fire types? Fire types won't be burned no matter what. I've used Scald, but oh jeez, thank you, Norton. Alright, well, I think he's just letting burn chip me down. Melodic against Charizard dash X. Dragon Claw only does about 35 to 41. Scald is still doing that 39. I'm gonna click Haze here, but I can't afford him to click double Dragon Claw here. We're gonna go for the Haze though. I can't let him set up. I actually can't let him set up good. So we get the Haze here. Now we're gonna click Recover because I don't want him to double Dragon Claw. Let's see, he has Earthquake and Flare Blitz. If he doesn't have Flare Blitz, he loses to Clefable. At least this matchup he does. We have to recover here, assuming he's going to attack me. I mean, you kind of can't stall me out of anything, really. You got the Pursuit play on the Melodic, right? Or on the Absol Mega, right? He can set up all the hazards in the world he wants to. We have the Rapid Spin with Serena. We're kind of good in this 1v1 matchup. Although he does have Roost. Okay, so he gets the Dragon Dance, right? Although we are at full. And Dragon Claw should do 59 apparently? What? It sucks so much. Alright, we're gonna switch out. This happens when you run special defense and hope the Flame Orb can save your life instead of lefties. We made the play wrong. We should have spammed Haze until he attacked me, but then we would have got low enough where apparently Dragon Claw is doing that much, which now I'm going to assume he's Adamant, which we can try to take advantage with Garchomp, I guess. We don't really outspeed Adamant though. I know he has so much setup on this team. We're going to go out into Clefable here. So he gets for Dragon Claw again. And we get him there. We are going to set up our rocks. Or at least attempt to. He has to have Flare Blitz to do any damage to me. Which I feel like his last move is Clefable. And it's still a 2-hit KO. We can easily Roost off or Moonlight up any of the damage. So we're going to Stealth Rocks here. We have Rocky Helmet. So we do get the Stealth Rocks off. I kind of want to Ice Beam this Lando. Lando T. Ice Beam should knock out from here. And that is what I'm going to go for. He sets his rocks up. He has a Yachi Berry, which is kind of unfortunate. Which means my next play is Moonblast. Moonblast doesn't knock out. So we are going to Ice Beam again. As he goes for the... Ooh, jeez, that does so much damage. Although, I don't know. Is that putting in some Rain of Charizard? Jeez. I think I misplayed that so hard. Because now, yeah, Flare Blitz knocks us out. Alright, he goes out into Nelago, actually. Which we can go into... I mean, his whole team's grounded now. So we can kind of go out in some Melodic to take a hit. And see where we go from there. Melodic obviously isn't going to be able to eat the hit. He did go for HP Ice there, which is good to know. That's what he was trying to predict for. He's going to go for HP Ice again. He gets the speed boost, which means we don't outspeed it now with Garchomp, that's what it is. Completely losing it. We need to beat this with this. Which means we have to Moonlight up when he goes for like knockoff or pursuit or something. I don't know how we beat Nilahego now that it gets a speed boost. I don't think that was the right play to sack that. But I couldn't get Garchomp in for free. It seems to be more of a spec set since it only went for that twice. HPI should only, I mean, is that assuming it's specs? Honestly, that's the only play, is to assume it's specs and go into Clefable. We could go into Raikou, although we don't outspeed now, and go for a Z Thunder, which should, okay, wrong thing, which should Oko anything out on the field right now outside of Charizard. Okay, it has a chance to KO if Showdown wants to round up for me. If not, then good job, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna come out to this and click Gigavolt Havoc on the Thunderbolt. Okay, so he's not Scarfed. And now, because after Life Orb damage, this Gigavolt Havoc should knock out, and it does. We outspeed everything that isn't Weavile. He knocks us out with Pursuit. We get in Clefable, which he might be banded Weavile, but at least we got rid of that. We can try to win with Earthquake in the late game, although we don't have much for this Weavile, really. We don't have anything that outspeeds it. Ice Shard just murders us, so we gotta hope that he can't knock us out. Weavile is so annoying. We don't have the Z move anymore. Okay, no, stop. We're not crit Z moving. We have Life Orb Pursuit does 32 to 38. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's gonna go into Charizard, which, yeah, it was actually a good play because now we have to Thunderbolt and hope for a Para, which is not good. Although we could go out in the Charizard, or go out to Garchomp predicting the Roost. And I feel like that's the only play, is to go out in the Charizard, or go out to Garchomp and predict the Roost. Because if we don't do that, then we just let him Dragon Dance up and win. So, you know, we're gonna make the aggressive play. If we don't make this right, we don't make playoffs. So, you know what, we have to make the aggressive play. He Dragon Dances up anyway. And I think +1 Dragon Claw knocks me out. So I think that's that, really. I don't think I can do anything to change the fact that this thing is broken. I could have ran Scarfed on this instead of Life Orb to outspeed +1. He just has so much setup on his team, and I don't have anything for it. Really wasn't feeling playing this late, but you know, I have to adjust to other people's schedules. So yeah, we should probably actually just calc the Garchomp just to see if why. Okay, I'm not a Mega Garchomp. I am a standard PNG against a Charizard standard set. Because that's what we do in League. And Dragon Claw at not even +1 knocks me out. I know, okay, well, I'm gonna sack Raikou. Unless, yeah, because he's gonna Dragon Claw here. And then we'll go out to this thing. We don't live a hit. If he switches out, maybe we'll get a save, but really he just Flutter Blitzes. I refuse to believe his only attacking move is Dragon Claw. Yeah, it's Flare Blitz. I don't live a Flare Blitz with this thing. Yeah. So, he just wins with Charizard, and there's nothing I can do about it. Even if he doesn't win with Charizard, Ice Shard 100% knocks us out from Weavile. So, yeah, that's a good game, and I believe this ends our GBA FDL run. So, if you have been enjoying these battles, yeah, do your thing that you normally do. I can't blame anybody but myself for this. GG. And yeah, that is all for me. I am the Mighty Gliscor, the coach of your New York Gliscors, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.